Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Lesson number 2 talks about lafz and the types of lafz. The meaning of lafz, the definition of lafz, the linguistic definition of it is to throw, right? And the technical meaning of lafz is ma yatalaffazu bihil insan, that which a human speaks by. Okay, that is known as a lafz, like word. Yeah, words, that's what we call them in English. It mentions here there are two types of words of lafz. There's two types of lafz. One is muhmal and number two is mawdu'. Yeah. Number one, a muhmal lafz is that word, that lafz which has no meaning, right? No meaning at all. So you can just put a random set of letters together, and they just don't make a meaningful word, meaningless. And he gives examples in Urdu in this book, like he says here, wani, and he says doti, right? So these words are meaningless in Urdu. Yeah, it gives an example. In Arabic also there could be that. In English, in any language there could be something which is meaningless. So if it's meaningless, it's known as muhmal. What is it known as? Muhmal. So lafz can either be muhmal, which is meaningless, or it can be mawzu', which means it is going to be meaningful. So he mentioned there wani and doti, them were meaningless. But now in Urdu it mentions meaningful, it says pani and roti, which obviously means water and bread, right? Water and bread, and that mentions in the mawzu'. So muhmal is a lafz which has no meaning. Mawzu' is a lafz which has meaning. Now mawzu', there are further two types of mawzu', meaningful language, yeah? Meaningful lafz. What can it be? You need to understand that it can either be mufrad, number one, mufrad, singular, or it could be number two, murakkab, a compound, right? Or a sentence. So when it mentions number one, it states that lafz, that word, which is known as a kalima as well, which even on its own it has meaning. Even on its own it has meaning, okay? For example, shams, which means the sun, or qamar, which means the moon in Arabic, yeah? So these words are meaningful even on their own, singular. So they are known as mufrad. What are they? Mufrad. Then there's murakkab. What is that? Murakkab are compounds. So lafz, that lafz which consists of two or more words, and then it's going to be like a meaningful sentence. Okay? For example, here it mentions al-jawwalu jadidun, which means the mobile phone is new. Jawwal is a mobile phone, Jadid is new. Okay, so this is a meaningful sentence. Why is it a meaningful sentence? It's got two or more words in it, right? And then another example it gives here, al yawma akala zaydunil ujjata, right? Today Zaid ate an omelette, right? Now this is a sentence, and it is murakkab because it consists of two or more words, yeah, and it is meaningful as well. So these are two: mufrad, singular; murakkab is compound. These two are types of mawzu'. What is mawzu'? Meaningful speech, right? And what was muhmal? Meaningless speech, like meaningless words. Okay, so in this science really we deal with those words which are mawzu', which are meaningful. And again it goes back to what we learned in the first lesson. What do we deal with in Nahw, in Arabic grammar? Kalima and kalam. Words and speech. You understand? So that is the end of the second lesson as well.